NBA picks up action back up on Thursday after the All-Star break. My first pick that I like for the NBA for Thursday, I'm going to go Celtics -2.5 against the Warriors. Celtics are a covering wagon right now. I really think that the Celtics team has outperformed everybody's expectations. They're 31-22-1 against the spread this season. They've also won 6 of their last 7. Warriors, on the other hand, are in a 3-game streak of not covering. Warriors have just been super disappointing, and it appears that Jimmy Butler is likely out. One last bit that gets me excited about this game. The Celtics are 20-10 against the spread after they covered in their last game. So I think that there is just unbelievable potential for this one. Close line, easy opportunity for them to get a win here against the Warriors.
2 things. One, bet against the Warriors. I will happily do that after they had their transgressions with Jonathan Kuminga and his buddy eating too many sandwiches in the green room. Warriors
family that was
whoever.
Yeah,
just what
that was a weird
terrible situation there. You're an NBA franchise. Your players' friends can have sandwiches and their family can have sandwiches. All right.
Well, I'm picturing that for that to have been a drawn complaint. I'm picturing that like he brought in 20 people and they just all brought to-go containers.
Great.
And
where's it going?
To max that out?
It ain't going to the fans.
That's a good point.
Put it in your pockets. Eat it courtside. I don't care. You are going to do that. This is an NBA team. You're paying 15 guys and 10 coaches.
You know what? Who's sandwich watching like that?
Yeah,
that's actually a really good point.
It's really a scummy thing to do.
To point that out and then to reveal that to an NBA insider, that is so random that who was tracking that? Who was like, all these sandwiches are gone. Like, it was Kuminga's people? The Kuminga brought 20 people in here and they were the ones who ate all the sandwiches?
Screw the Warriors forever for that, for sandwich watching.
Or do you think there was just like one really big dude that was coming in and he was just standing in front of? We need more details. This is what pissed me off about reading that story was like, what are the real details?
And I'm also like filling in.
Was there like a 400-pound dude who was coming in there and just standing in front of the sandwiches?
You could be on in something. I'm also filling in sandwich for whatever food it could have been. I mean, I just saw sandwich tweeted about just because I think that's what you serve people that are guests. It's bread and cold cuts. They can have some. All right. I don't know. Also, you've said this phrase a couple times tonight. Covering wagon. Are you doing a play on the covered wagon?
No.
Okay, we might be in the t-shirt business then.
Covering wagon,
covered wagon.
We might be onto something.
Are we onto something?
Is that not? I mean, am I crazy that's not? Well, I mean, when I like to bet on teams that are consistent. When I'm picking a wagon, it's a team that I can ride.
Love the wagon term.
Riding.
Love teams that cover.
You're right. I don't think anyone ever like really explicitly says cover wagon. So
if we could do,
I'm on the cover wagon. I'm on the covering wagon.
Could we license some mascots poking out of the covered wagon, like waving their fingers, like, "Hey, we covered this year."
I'm thinking that we could kind of. I think we could go very very classy with it. We could kind of have like a very cool logo of like a horse-drawn carriage.
Well, the covered wagon is one of the coolest looks ever. Yeah, I'm freestyling.
We could get like a very like luxury style font on it, something along those lines.
So if we were going to, in the hypothetical, like
a vintage style kind of look to it, we get on the back and the same logos on the chest.
What's the threshold to being a covering wagon? Like at the end of the season, like if you get a selective covering wagon shirt, were you like over 75% covered the whole time?
That's too, like I'd like to make too high. I would say over 60% would probably be.
I want to make it a tight-knit club here where if you're like I guess Stephen F. Austin, for example.
Okay, so Stephen F.
Austin would get a shirt, but then everyone else from their conference wouldn't if they were not meeting that threshold. Like, I think it should be a club, the covering wagon club.
Stephen F. Austin is in their own category of covering. They're covering at 80% right now. They're 20-5 on the season. Sam Houston is at 7. All right, so I'd say over 70%.
Yeah,
would have to be in the covering wagon.
All right, we'll workshop that a little bit.
I think that's a brilliant idea.
Oh, thank you.
We got to write that one down. I'm going to write that down.
Okay, you write that down.
What's your pick?
I'll talk about my pick here, my NBA bet, because that's where this conversation started. That is, Jesus, big line. I hate looking at the big line after I put it down. Big line, Cleveland giving 14.5 points to the Brooklyn Nets. 34-win team versus 15-win team. I'd let you blind guess which one has 34 wins and 15 wins, but we all already know that. It would be futile. I watched the Brooklyn Nets put on one of the worst displays of NBA professional basketball versus the Indiana Pacers before the All-Star break. Lazy, fat, slow, sloppy, anything that an NBA team shouldn't be. It's like I was watching a bunch of me's out there with an extra 4 inches. Maybe they lost a little bit of weight. Didn't play like it though.
Just continue. I'm not going to ask the question.
Okay.
I'm not going to ask I'm refraining. Continue, please. Quickly continue.
They're a little taller.
Okay, you clarified the question.
Okay. Well, that's different.
Continue, please. Before I make an inappropriate comment.
Brooklyn's terrible. Cleveland, surging. Cleveland could be their year. Cleveland also, all these spoiled ass players coming off the All-Star break. James Harden didn't really do much. I'm sure he was just chilling. Back to work, buddy. Time to drop 40. Time to drop 40 on your former team. I know you got a lot of them now, but you like to do it. You want to do a revenge game? Drop 40, big man. I know you can do it. It's not fat suit James Harden anymore. You're lean. You're mean. You're playing in Cleveland. It's time to roll. Cleveland 14.5 versus the terrible, tragic, tanking Nets.
All right. Those are our 2 NBA picks. I've got no problem with that. Betting against the Nets is always a quite sound strategy.